Hey, what's up? I just want to do a quick devlog showing off this roguelike I've been working on for about a week. For those who don't know, it's a pretty basic roguelike, so randomly generated levels. When you die, you start all over. And the combat's kind of parrying based, so as enemies swing at you, you have to parry them and then respond accordingly. But there's a bunch of new stuff in this build, and figured people might enjoy seeing it. As always, you can find the link to this build in the comments/details, but let's get started. So first new thing is this level, this being the one not randomly generated level in the game. It's a tutorial, it shows off kind of how to use your controller, and gives you a very slow enemy to fight. So this guy's real easy. And he's down. Okay. Another new thing in this build is leveling up. So when you hit your menu button, you'll get this box appearing over your controller, which has stat points you can assign. So we'll increase our strength, which bumps up our damage, and our endurance, which will bump up our health, shown over here. And then your health can also be seen on this guy, and your experience is over on this other controller. Another new thing in this build is multiple levels and game saving. So when I go to a new level, it's going to save my game, and it'll throw me in a new level. Oh geez. Okay, so it's a random game, so random things happen, like 4 enemies spawning back to back. Let's get through these guys. It's a little better than I thought it would. So those guys are obnoxious, but they're tougher to parry. Generally, these skeletons are a little easier. Sorry. This is a packed little introductory room. So also in this build we have item drops. Hopefully we'll get lucky and see some of those. Oh, I see why there's so many enemies here, because there's only like 3 rooms on this level. So that can happen. There's a lot of haptics to this, so every time you miss a swing with these skeletons. Hopefully one of them will drop an item. We'll see. If not, we can go to the next area and look at that as well. Maybe something will drop there. Yeah, so this little environment is one I just added. It's eventually going to be, hopefully once we get more like item population going, it'll be kind of like a dirty basement kind of thing, and I'm hoping that'll lead into, a cathedral, and that'll lead into a cave, and that might lead into something more like this. So this, you essentially have these big floating plateaus you can explore. This level's a little more abstract than the other one. So something finally dropped an item. You can hover over it and hover over items to see their stats. So you can see this guy's a little sharper. Sharpness is essentially a rating that means, throw that one away. It means it's easier to trigger a swing. So if you just take your sword and you just do this, it doesn't count as an attack. You have to like actually do a full chopping motion. And sharpness decreases the length of that chopping motion, so like that might count versus like that. So did I level up? I did level up at some point. So strength increases your damage. Throwing isn't in yet. Long term, I hope to add a kind of weapon throwing system. Endurance increases your health, and defense decreases the amount of damage you take. So bump up defense and some strength. Right now, your only 2 saved items are like the 2 hands that you hold, but long term, I'm hoping to have 5 or 6 little holster slots. Also drops. That's worse. Okay. So you know you'll have like 5 or 6 little slots down here that you can fill different items in. And then after that, it'll probably be focusing on kind of more random item stuff. So like a common thing in roguelikes is to have multiple potions. That you'll have like a red potion and a blue potion, but like what that red and blue potion does swaps around every game, so you're never really sure what you're getting when you're drinking a potion for the first time in a game. It doesn't tell you like health potion. Yeah, so as I said, build is in the comments if you'd like to try it out. And let me know what your thoughts are. For now, when you get to the end of this kind of more abstract platform level, it just starts looping. I don't have a lot more levels in yet, but hopefully soon. Yeah, let me know.